Well, hello, chaps. I welcome you all to a new episode of DDLC Within. Mhm. Today we'll be continuing from last time, which I absolutely forgot what it was. But, yeah. Also, I'll be trying to survive the summer heat. So, yeah, if I get a bit tired, that's why. Oh, let's continue. Unless that's just me being overly critical of myself. Wouldn't be the first, fourth, or sixth time. Now I just need to wait. Ugh! I'm snapped out of my daze by the feeling of two hands chapping my ribs. Hands that can only belong to. Gotcha! Maybe that'll teach you for spacing out when I'm trying to talk to you. Sari giggles maniacally, flashing me a playfully wicked smile. I laugh with her, trying to numb my pain. Note to self, pay attention to Sari or suffer the consequences. So, anyway, I'm gonna go to the roof to eat lunch and. Oh, so that's what you're calling her now? Jesus Christ, Sayori, what the fuck? That's way too early for that, come on. Sayori! Never in a million years would I have ever expected her to crack a joke like that. I'm guessing Natsuki's sense of humor finally rubbed off on her. Either that, or she was waiting for the precise moment. And credit where it's due, it would have got a chuckle out of me if I wasn't completely flustered. That, and I think some of the other students might have heard that. Knowing what some of them are like, they're more than likely assume they're there. I huff, unable to come up with even a semi-decent comeback. Look, you wanna tag along? You sure? I wouldn't be offering otherwise. Besides, I'm sure money wouldn't mind. Okay. The pair of us then started to walk to the roof. Just the two floors and a metric fuckload of stairs to go. Damn the architect that designed this place. A minute or two later, we are walking on the second floor. Whilst I'm more focused on getting to the roof, Sari seems to be gazing out of the window. It eventually gets to the point where she stops walking, letting out a small gasp. So? I follow her gaze out the window and look out of the window. All I can see is the courtyard. What could Sari be acting all surprised over? Eventually, though, the sight of a very familiar white ribbon catches my eye. Before I can say anything, Sari points her out from the crowd. Well, the best she can whilst we're on the second floor. I thought you two usually met on the roof. We do, yeah. I reach into my pocket. I'm gonna call her. Why don't you just go out there? You can't hide on the roof forever, you know? We're not trying to hide. Force of habit, I guess. And if we were trying to hide our relationship, we'd be doing a pretty shy job considering everyone knows. Maybe. I relent. Alright, we'll go. We both then backtrack back down the stairs. After quickening our pace, we make it outside. The only sounds around us are the faint chirping of birds and the miscellaneous chit-chat from other students. I'm just checking the recording if it's working. It is working nice and well. If my voice is fucked up, I will fucking destroy the microphone. We'll walk for a bit longer before we come face to face with the school's lone security and the benches around it. And on one, what? And on one of, and on what? And on one of those aforementioned benches, of course, it's Monika. She appears to be writing something. Whether it's a poem or something else, I'm not sure. As to not distract her, I had to go towards her without getting her attention. Sarah, on the other hand, decides to sprint towards her. Hey, Moni! Huh? Monica snaps her head up in response to Sarah. It doesn't take her long to notice us. Oh, hey, you two! She pats the spaces next to her and we join her on the bench. Sarah gets out her small lunch and starts to eat almost instantly. I partially do the same, but I don't eat straight away. I turn my face to look at Monica. I almost did the throw thing for Atazoth, Jesus. And that sounds very wrong out of context. I missed you. And now my stupid grin returns. I swear I'll grow out of this eventually. It's only been a few hours, Atazoth. Point taken. But still. Don't worry, I missed you too. Oh, how was the exam, by the way? I'd say I did okay. For the most part, anyway. Let me guess. Tough question? I think someone fell asleep during that exam. I chuckle a bit as Harry says this while still chewing. A little part of me wishes I did. This threw Atazoth. Nah, I didn't. I scratched my neck. It was a little tempting though. Monika rolls her eyes, but eventually gives me a sly smirk. I mean, not that I'd entirely blame you if you did. But please, don't do that. I wanna see you do well, remember? I know, I know. I cut Monika's reminder short by gently squeezing her hand. In a way, I've always wanted to make you proud. Monica's heart, but Monica's heart visibly skips a beat. You have? Sayori then gives a slight chuckle. What are you giggling at? Oh, nothing. Just thinking it's funny that Moni seems shocked about you wanting to impress her. I thought that was always pretty obvious. I feel myself go a bit red. Well, hi. Monika rests her hand on my knee. It's okay. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. She's right. There's certainly a lot more I could be embarrassed over. Soon enough, our chat is interrupted by the school bell. Sorry, Monika and myself each say our goodbyes before we go our separate ways. Only a few more hours to go, and I'll see them again. As the bell rings out for the end of the day, I start to pack my stuff away. After zipping my bag, I sling it over my shoulder and start heading for the club. I follow the usual route to the club room, avoiding the few students that remain in the hallway. Dog, stop barking. Before I step inside, I look through the little glass pane on the door to see if anyone else is in. Like both Tuesdays before, I'm the first one to arrive. I guess this confirms my suspicion from last week that I'm the only one of us to have a class on the second floor today. I let myself in. After shutting the door, I go to sit at the desk closest to the window and rest my bag next to my legs. I then rest my head in my hands. Admittedly, I'm worn out. But unfortunately, the school's vending machines don't stock energy drinks, throwing that plan out of the window. However, the door clicks and opens. Vera walks in and takes a seat near the center of the room. She didn't seem to notice me as she silently sets her bag down and pulls out a book and starts to read. A few minutes pass with no one else coming through the door. Maybe I could have a bit of a chat with Yuri? I think for a moment. I raise from my seat and walk over to Yuri. My progressing footsteps catch her attention. I hate jealousy arcs. Monika's gonna get jealous, blah blah blah. She will think her father is right. I hate that trope so much. Oh, hi Atazoth. How are you? I'm doing alright, just a little exhausted. Eric closes her book over, using her hand as a makeshift bookmark. Monika mentioned that you had an exam this morning. In all fairness, she didn't really speak to me that much. Still, she told me she was going to try last night. I don't wish to cause any issues, but she seemed a little more blunt with me today. Yuri falls quiet. I pull up a seat and sit next to her. Yuri, her eyes snap to look at me. I can't say I know exactly why Monika's being like this, but I'll try to talk to her about it. Thank you, Atazoth. Yuri smiles sheepishly. Just then the door opens. Monika walks in and I greet her almost instantly. Afternoon, sweetheart. Hey, Atazoth. Her expression falters as soon as she notices Yuri next to me. But rather than being stern, like part of me assumes she would be, given how Yuri described, she just smiles, albeit with a nervous tinge to it. Hey, Yuri. Her voice trails off. She then moves over to the front desk, her expression looking like her nerves had taken a hold of her once more. Yuri gives me a curious look. I raised from my seat and then started going towards Monika. Internally, I'm starting to feel the same sense of mild dread I had when I was about to talk to Yuri about what happened. After getting to the front desk, I sit on its edge. Hey, Mone? I lower my voice. Hmm? Monika responds quietly. There is something about that look on her face, though. Oh, really? She just looks dead inside. Something slightly concerning. I lift an arm, gesturing for Monika to come over. After a brief moment, she joins me and rests her hand on my chest. I take a deep breath, keeping my voice low. You doing okay? You seem stressed. Monika nods sheepishly. Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little exhausted, that's all. Monika feigns a smile. It's obvious she's not feeling herself. I then look back to quickly get a glimpse of Yuri. She's gone back to reading, the world around her all but a blur. I look back to Monika, pulling her in a little closer. Are you sure that's all? Monika looks up, giving a slight hint of irritation in her gaze. Oh no. She then wriggles out of my grasp and sighs, trying to keep her voice low. That is off. I told you already. I'm fine. What else do you want? To say I'm taken aback by Monika's demeanor would be an understatement. You don't say. You already mentioned her seeming blunt, but to see it with my own eyes, well, it's a bit of a shock to see her like this. Mone, something clearly happened. I mentioned you were a little off. No, no, Atazoth. My boy. My man. You could have said a million things. This was probably the worst one. Jesus Christ. You just. Oh no. Oh, she did now. Tell me, Atazoth. What else have you two been saying about me? What? Where the hell did you get that idea? I've barely spoken to her since Saturday. What about yesterday then? You two seemed like you were having fun. I ran my hands over my face, desperately trying to figure out just what the hell is going on. Oh no. Oh no. With all due respect, Monika, I was only asking Atazoth if you were okay. That's it. Nothing more than that. Her steps in to back me up, her toe echoing my growing frustration. Please, just tell us what's wrong. You're not acting like yourself. And to be honest, you're starting to scare me a little. After those words leave Yuri's mouth, Monika's expression suddenly shifts. Gone is the seeming anger brewing behind those emerald eyes, now replaced by a more remorseful look. Um, Christ, what is wrong with me? Monika? My heart sinks. I look back to her expression borderline mirroring my own. She goes to say something, but the door suddenly swings open. Hello, Literature Club! Bad timing, Sarah! Jesus Christ. Sarah's cheery demeanor provides a sudden burst of light to the club. A light that is quickly extinguished as soon as she opens her eyes and sees the current situation. She stays silent. Atazoth, I'm sorry. Monika rushes out of the club room, barely keeping it together. Sarah hurries after her not long after she leaves. And then Natsuki walks in. Would someone mind telling me what the hell just happened? I'm still trying to figure that out myself. Jesus Christ. I've been pinged on Discord 5 times, whatever. Not my problem. I don't know, Nat. I then slink towards the desk at the far corner of the room, right by the window. I hold my head in my hands, my eyes making occasional glances towards the outside world. An awkward silence takes hold of the club as I hear Yuri and Natsuki move around the room, presumably trying to get into their usual activities. I'm just left worrying about money. Sure, Sarah with her, but I'm just hoping if they talk about this, then Monika's honest with her. I've only seen Monika get worked up like this a small handful of times, and then I hate seeing her like this. Monica POV? No. Jesus Christ. Monica and Sarah eventually return to the clubroom. Monica seemed to be doing a little better. Despite that, the awkward atmosphere doesn't die down. It just remains as a lingering constant throughout the rest of the session. We didn't even end up sharing poems today. Not that we would have done anything to salvage the atmosphere, but it would have been at least pleasant to pass the time. As I'm getting my bag on, Sarah walks over to me. Hey, Atazoth, how are you holding up? I sigh through partially open lips. I'm doing a bit better. I look down for a brief moment. About what happened earlier, It's okay, Atazoth. Sarah then rests a hand on my arm. Oh no. Don't take this the wrong way, but I think it'd be better if you went home on your own today. Monica said she wanted to talk to me after club anyway, so I not. Okay. I don't know what it was about that sentence, but I felt a bit firm in my stomach just now. And I'm starting to think Sarah is starting to notice that. She's not angry at Yatazov. It's some other stuff she wants to get over her chest. I nod once more and go to walk out of the club room. Before I leave though, I turn to Sarah once more. So, yeah? I put a hand on her shoulder. Just make sure Mona's okay. Sarah gives me a soft and gentle smile. I'll do my best. With that bit of reassurance, I then leave the club room. As I open the door, I catch a final glimpse of Monica. She's standing at the very front of the room, her eyes, from what I can tell, locked to the floor. I know basically told me not to worry, but I can't help it. It's only just been 2 weeks since we got together, and I'm already fretting about that. Fuck, I really need to stop overthinking things. I guess. I stop in the middle of the corridor for a brief moment and pull out my earphones. If I'm really walking alone, I might as well do something to keep myself from looping my thoughts in silence. I put my playlist on shuffle and restart my walk. Oh no, this is all wrong. I give it a few minutes before checking to see if Atazoth has gone yet. Peering my head out the window, I'm able to catch a glimpse of him heading out the gates. He seems to be taking a slow walk back. Is he gone yet? Yeah, he just left. Oh, this is Sayori's POV. Damn, no voice then. I turn to flash Monika a reassuring smile. Monika, in contrast, seems a little uncomfortable. I've known Monika for a while now, but I've only seen this side of her once before. That was last week. If you're uncomfortable talking about this, you don't have to force yourself. Sorry. If I keep this inside, I'm worried it'll get worse. Like, Atazoth already knows a bit of what's been going on. I just feel I need to talk to someone I know isn't going to be completely biased. You think Atazoth's biased? It sounds dumb, but it's a slight worry of mine. Monika wipes her eyes with her sleeve. She then looks to the side with an unsteady sigh. Hey, Sarah? Hmm? Do you want to walk for a bit? It might help me clear my thoughts a bit. I mean, there's a park near where Atazoth and I live, if you're okay with that. That sounds lovely, Sarah. Let's go. We both then get our bags, and before heading out the club room, Monika then looks up, and then we start heading out the school. We end up taking a slower walk to the park, partially to give Monika more time to straighten her thoughts, partially to take in the scenery. I hadn't been here for a few years now. Atazof and I would always come up here when we were kids. Eventually, though, we come up to a bench and I sit down. I pat the seat next to me, but Monika simply stands there. She breathes slowly through her slowly parted lips, almost like she's preparing herself for whatever she's going to tell me. I'd say saying her like this is something new to me, but it isn't. Fuck off, phone. What's wrong? I need to mute her. Not Monika, the phone. Well, not like this. I've seen her be slightly anxious about things before, especially when we first started the club, but I've never seen her get angry like that before. Nor have I seen her cry. Ah, yes, cry like she did after I caught up to her. I clear my throat. So, about earlier? I sounded surprisingly able to form a short question. Quick drinking break? Yeah, we still got time, good. Jesus Christ. Ah, Jesus. I guess I've got some explaining to do, huh? Did I read that? I don't know. It's nice to see her starting to seem like herself, but I can't help but feel there's a slight tinge of sadness to her voice. She takes it another deep breath before looking me dead in the eye. Oh, where do I begin, Sarah? Probably with what got you so worked up in the first place. She sighs nervously through parted lips, a sea of thoughts flowing through her mind. Can you promise that this will remain between us two? Of course, yeah. After this, these lips will remain sealed. I then mock sipping my mouth motion and succeed in getting a slight giggle from Monica. That's good. But yeah, about what happened. So, me and Atasov were on a date Saturday and he stayed out whilst I went in one store to get something that I thought he'd like. And when we get out, Yuri's there chatting with him. I mean, that's obviously not an issue on its own. Where she's going with this? I just got a little nervous since Atasov my first boyfriend, you know? I guess that's only natural. Like, I wouldn't exactly know. I've never been with anyone like that. My dad didn't do anything to help my worries, though. He just made them worse like he always does. I slightly raised my brow in confusion. Like he always does? I gulp. What did he say? Jesus, this is bad. Ah. Once again, Monica looks me right in the eye, an air of sadness to her gaze. Blah, sorry, lads. If you don't mind me asking, of course. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. Oh, Jesus. He made an off comment about Atazov probably seeing Kira behind my back. My eyes widen. No! I know Atazov, he'd never do that. I know he wouldn't. It's just that something about what he said. I guess it just stuck with me more than I thought. I even had to step out of one of my classes because I thought I was gonna just explode at Yuri. Monika then pauses, starting to nervously rub her wrist. Her breathing becomes visibly faster as her chest starts rising up and down rapidly. I feel a chill down my spine as my heart starts to beat faster. I feel tears of my own starting to form. But Monika, Monika then starts to shiver. From my shock, her legs then buckle and she falls to her knees. Monika! I rush over to her. Ah, I need to save this so I have the thumbnail. I know, interrupting an important moment, but I need to save it so I don't forget it. Cause yeah, I know myself. Okay, good. Despite her shaking, I rest my hands on her arms. A gentle smile forms across my face, almost as if I'm trying to transfer some positivity to her. I gotta stay strong for her. No matter how difficult this stall gets, I have to try. I at least owe her that much. I'm a mess, sorry. No, Monika. I am, and I've always been. You're just seeing it for the first time. Those words. Those are the exact same words I said to Atazoth and I. God, how didn't I notice sooner? Monika, why didn't you say so? I never wanted you to know. I never wanted anyone to know. Hell, as much as I love Atazoth, he never should have known how I actually am. I'm not Little Miss Perfect as everyone seems to think I am. I'm just some broken, needy, uptight little bitch. As Monika's voice breaks, she presses her face against my shoulder. I can feel her tears start to stain my blazer. Ned was right. I'm an emotionally unstable wreck. He said that? About you? I feel Monika nod against my shoulder. That's not even the worst thing he said to me. Am I okay to ask what the worst thing was? I am... She pauses for a moment. Actually, I don't want to talk about that. Sorry. She then holds me tighter. She's shaking. Just how long has this been going on for? I need to apologize to them both. Monika releases herself from my arms and goes to grab her bag. Wait, you're not gonna do that now, are ya? Yeah. What about it? That's a terrible idea. At least that's what I say internally. Externally, I sigh. Look, I personally would wait till tomorrow to apologize. Like, you can't rush things like this. Monika averts her eyes, seemingly deep in thought. You're right. That's probably for the best. Monika then gives me an earnest smile, something I've not seen from her since we left campus. After everything that's happened today, coupled with everything she just confessed, it's honestly a relief. Peak music. Good. Nice. Love the music in this. I might need some suggestions on how to apologize. I think for a bit. I think that with your it might be easier if you wrote something. With Atazoth, maybe I just talk to him. Yeah, that could work. And then there is that nervous look again. I walk towards Monika and rest my head on her shoulder. You got this. I believe in you. Thank you. After another quick hug, we end up leaving the park. When we reach a familiar part of the street, we split off and start to head back home. Well, lads, I believe this is the best part to end it. Today was a bit heavier on the heart for Monika. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Press like, subscribe, comment anything you want. And I'll see you next time, hopefully on a happier note. Goodbye.